Hello and welcome back to Fate Grand Order. It's been a while since I've streamed the game. The Grail front is now live. So let's get to it. I'll do the audio call notes probably later tonight or tomorrow. So yeah, let's begin with the event. Uh, I don't know much about the event story apart from the the reveal of what was her name? The dragon's reveal. Plus, I know that this event is being written by the same author as Lord Elmlord case files. I'm pretty excited to see what kind of story this is going to be. I had a dream once. Oh, a trifling thing, focused solely on my innocent admiration. The kind of dream where the sky's azure hue takes your breath away, while you find yourself entranced by the unfathomable depths of the ocean. One day, my dream came true. The same beautiful, boundless dream I so loved. But the dream was tainted with blood. Dead, dead, dead. So many lives snuffed out, all because my dream came true. The pride of so many trampled, so many friendships betrayed with no sign of hope. Even children and babies were not spared. I wonder, maybe we could have all been happier if this dream had never came true. Hmm, interesting way to begin the singularity. Well, are you reading me, Wade? Loud and clear, so far so good. Good. Every singularity is unusual to some degree, of course. But this singularity seems especially shady. For a start, we can't even pinpoint its era or location. No matter how many times we run our analysis, we can't get a fix on either. All I can say at this point is that it looks like it might be a European mountain range. We can't even tell you whether it is a large or small amount of magical energy that spawned this singularity. It's almost like a mirage that keeps fading in and out of sight. What's it look like on your end? It's too hazy here to see anything clearly. Hmm, that's true. Even now we are here, things seems no clear. How's it going for you, Taigong Wan? I can see why you are worried, Lady Da Vinci. It's almost like Xian, the clam monster, is blowing foam all around us. Oh, that reminds me. The Japanese word for mirage actually references Xian and conjures up an image of them blowing foam to create of illusions of towers, mermaids, sea demons. Ugh, my head. I've read the Xian sometimes appear as a dragon as well as a clam. Did you ever did you ever see them yourself, Taigongwan? Good question. Princess Leongji and the members of the summit court might remember, but as for myself, the summit court, I have heard of a Chinese magecraft organization separate from Mages Association, but I believe it was just called the Spiral House and merely consists of a museum with about 10 members. Spiral House. Ha ha ha. There's more than one Magecraft association in China. What's more, the Summit Court is among the oldest. They are more focused on memory space and aren't so dependent on textures. But I dis- but I digress. Let's start with an analysis spell. I'll tweak it to sync it up with Cardia's own result. Wow, you can do that, even though your technique are from a completely different school of Magecraft. Haha. Do keep uh, do keep being so open-minded with the compliments. Skilled as I am, I could easily have qualified as a grand servant. Mark my words, you will be thanking your lucky stars that I turned out to be compatible with the singularity. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. I'm guessing that wasn't supposed to happen. I didn't think I don't think anything changed. Something's blocking my analysis. It's almost as if this mist has will of its own. A mist, a will of its own. It's just a figure of speech. Oh, but stay close to me. I'm going to try reconfiguring the spell. Activating thought keys. Connecting to type 1 universe space. Kai Meng, the Book of Taiwei. Bring forth the day's soul and transform it before our eyes. Oh, thought keys. They are just as powerful as Clock Tower's magical crest, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure thought keys are actually older. The fact that Taigong Wang is using them means they must be from the age of gods. In the country, in the country yard fly splendid waters. Golden is the sun root's essence. Purple light reflects and flows. In the name of the five spirits, by divine decree, go forth and mark haste. Make haste. What was that? Hmm. Crap. This mist is. Taigongwen. The mist just got thicker. Thought keys activate. Protect memory space. Fastest connection. Come forth, pseudo dragon divine beast. Shibu's young. Get on, master. Shibu's young. Make sure my master stays safe at all costs. Hey, Taigongwan. What in the world is Da Vinci? What's going on, Taigongwan? No time to explain. No, truth be told, I don't fully understand it either, but my guess is now that I'm tied to this spell, I'd probably be left behind. Tied to this spell? Listen to me, master. Whatever you do, stay close to Shibujian. Don't worry about me. Okay. Damn it. Damn. It's already so thick. No, it's not the thickness that's the problem. It's the conceptual severance. Even though we are still within arm's reach. Taiyongwen, where did you go? I'm counting on you, Shibu Jiang. Huh. Bounded field, huh? I'm particularly proud of this one. It should keep you safe as long as you are riding Shibuyan. Now go, get on, get out of here, Shibu. Stay safe, master. Taiwan. Okay, interesting setup. We just oh oh red summoning circle. Yep, this was shown on stream. I do remember this. It's very cool. Sugitani. Oh, Taiwan long and gun style dark. 152 is off. And the last one is hidden. Yep, that is probably the coolest intro to an event, I'd say. Not the title screen where the title of the chapter is shown, but the intro to this to the events. Oh, yeah, the map. Nice. Okay, let's continue. Section 1. Castle in the Mist. Before. Huh? It's daytime now. Did you protect me? Moo moo. Moo moo. Thanks for trying to cheer me up. Thank you. Moo. Moo moo moo. Da Vinci. It's no use. I can't get through to anyone. And now Taigong Wang is gone too. Oh, the mist cleared up. A castle, and it's huge. Moo, moo, moo. You want me to go there together? Moo, moo. Okay, let's go. This must be the gate. It has seen better days, but hey, be careful, Shibuya. Maybe we shouldn't get too close. so dark. I don't think that's a shadow servant. Irregularities detected. Irregularities detected. Eliminating. Shivyang. Irregularity attempting evasion action. Compassion irregularity detected. Eliminating. Com- companion. Target targets synchronized. Eliminating. Another one. Hmm. Resistance detected from irregularity. Damage reduced. Requesting reinforcements. There is no time to summon anyone. Crap. I can't dodge anymore. Hmm. Well, I'll be a living human. How in the world did you end up in a place like this? Yep, there's the guy. Guess I can't leave him to fend up for himself. Hey, you there. What's what's it going to be? Will you run away with that animal or stay and fight with me? You are a servant? That's right. Apparently, I'm a servant now. I read about them in my library along with my studies on Zoroastrian heaven and hell and the Egyptians' trial for the dead. But I never expected to become one myself. I have to say, this world is full of wonders. I bet that Iskander boy would love it here. Then again, he'd probably just run off to conquer it if he got the chance. It would be best for everyone if we just left him alone. Wait, are you the king of conquerors, that Iskander boy? Does that mean my name is Ptolemyus? Is it Ptolemyus or Ptolemyus? I'll just go with Ptolemyus. Ptolemyus I, the great pharaoh of Diadochus. Diadochus. I know how to pronounce it, but hmm, I'll just look it up because otherwise I could always get stuck. Diaokos. Diaokos. Okay. The spear once conquered the world alongside Iskandar, king of conquerors. Those of you reckless enough to face it shall be the first to taste its blade. Okay, a younger Ptolemyus. Okay, are we fighting him? Nope. Oh, and I got Sabashiki and Fujino. Oh, I did 10 tickets and a single multi, and that's where I got them. Plus, her. I got one Gina within a multi. So yeah, I wanted to get at least NP2 of Grimhild, but Grimhild never came. So I thought I'd try a single multi on the Grim and Vanjina banners. So yeah, I got Vanjina with the rainbow, and I got Saber Shiki about around the same after the after Vanjina's banner ended. So yeah. Hmm. I was going for Saber Shiki, but I wouldn't think I wouldn't have thought that I would get her pretty so early. So yeah, I I was thinking about getting her later, but I thought why not? I just rolled a multi and I got both of them on the banner. So yeah, I was pretty excited since the Durga roll and the anniversary ace roll were pretty bad, and so getting lucky was just a rebound from the bad luck I got from previous rolling sessions. So yeah.
すべて見つめよろしいそのようにはい NSS サービスですもちろんお望みのまま不穏の光を見ていただこう
I have Tormy on my GP account, but I don't really use him that much. He's a good servant, but I don't really need him on my only account, so I'll be skipping him and waiting it out. If I get him and if I have
私の足元で許しを請いなさい
if I have some sports left
ロードレスキャメラッ
after all my role sessions next year, then I'll see about that since he will be available on
勝利は
the
約束されて
anniversary
いたはずで
banners,
す
if I remember correctly. Okay. Well, you're pretty good at this. I took you for a mage, but I wouldn't have guessed you control the shadows of servants like myself. If Iskander were here, I'm sure he'd be champing at champing at the bit to secure your service. No wait. Why don't you work for me? Yes, that's an excellent idea. Mo? Wait. Oh, another strange spell. It reminds me of the Atlas Institute. Da Vinci? Phew, we finally got the connection working again. Senpai, you're okay. You too, Shibujiang. What about Taigong Wang? We haven't been able to contact him yet. He hasn't come back to us, but his spirit origin is still reading as stable. So we think he must be managing to maintain his materialization somehow. Moo. Well, if Shibu Jiang here is okay, we can safely assume Tagong Wang is as well. Now, can you tell me what that servant looking man with that spear is? He says he's Ptolemaeus. Ptolemaeus. That's the hero who served King Iskander before succeeding him as pharaoh and going on to build his very own dynasty, the Ptolemaic dynasty. Now that you mentioned it, he said he was a pharaoh too. That's right. He and Iskander were the ones who defeated Darius, the, Darius the Third and ended the Alca, Alchemedic dynasty of the Persian Empire. Alchemedic. He's a fearsome Macedonian warrior who conquered the known world and wise king who spread heliocentri- helio, helioism, which influenced human culture to this day. Given his tremendous achievements in wars, politics, and the humanities, I think we can say he is one of the most accomplished heroes of all time. Of the heroic spirits we know, Taiyong Wang probably comes to the closest. They may come from different times and places, but they have a surprising amount in common. What an interesting discussion. I'd like to hear more. But first, we should do something about those things. They just keep coming. There is no end to them. Hmm. As I thought, we need to cut them off at the source. You there, heroic spirit tamer. My name is Wade. Oh, I've never heard a name like that before. At any rate, you may know your way around a battlefield, but these Shadow Knights are not your typical foes. Shadow Knights? They are firmly tied to this land. If we want to truly defeat them, we'll need to take care of that first. So, what do you say? Think you can work with me? Under the current circumstances, I don't see a problem with teaming up. Moo, agreeing probably. It does seem like we need your help. Well, you did save my life. Great, I'll make this simple. If we are to stop the If we are to stop them from multiplying, we'll need to do something about the corrupted ley line. You mean that? The thing sprouting some kind of miasma? Correct. That ley line is producing these shadow knights. You have to look you have a look of a mage. Can you purify that miasma? 1 second. I think so. Our analysis lines up with yours. Those ley line numbers are definitely funky. Luckily for an abnormality of this scale, we should be able to use a summoning circle to tam- tamp it down without too much trouble. Just give me a little time to whip up a purification spell that'll work with Vade's mystic code. Excellent. It seems my faith in you was well founded. Now there is even more of them. Come on, we gotta hurry. Calm down. These enemies are endless, remember? We'll never get anywhere if we stop to fight every one of them. You there, the remote mage. What's the effective range for this spell of yours? Well, that would be repurposing. Well, it will be repurposing a summoning circle, so we there will need to make physical contact with the target. I see. Then we are going to need a strategy. A strategy. Having seen how you fought just now, I can tell you have seen your share of battles. However, I'm guessing most of those battles were fought on an individual level. In other words, you tend to gather your summoned servants in one place and wield them as they were a single sword. It's the quickest and easiest way to make use of your power, just as if you were swinging that sword yourself. You figured all that out? You can tell? Indeed. I would never have known any success as a general if I could not tell an opponent's combat experience at a glance. At any rate, your methods are fine for simply defeating an opponent, but not when it comes to controlling a battlefield. To do that, you'll need to fight in an entirely different way, on a completely different level. Your servants will need to function as spears, shields, bows, and even fortresses, depending on the situation. And to do that, you'll need to simultaneously give them different commands while They are in different locations. That is the crux of strategy. So, what do you think? Can you do that? I'm not sure I can. I've trained for situations like that. Yep. Oh, have you? Your organization must be a big on preparing for contingencies. Alright, I have a fairly good idea of your experience now. Just focus on giving the necessary commands and I'll chime in when you need help. Don't worry, once you get started, you'll get the hang of it. You'll get the hang of it in no time. And if you don't, well, this will be where your journey ends. Okay, so the first Grail front is going to be pretty simple since it looks like he's going to explain all the things. Hmm. Okay. Great friend, Shadow Knight. Okay. I should have downloaded the data. Our objective here is to capture the ley line producing the miasma. Okay, that. As I said earlier, the Shadow Knights are being produced in that area there. Capturing it should put an end to their reinforcements. I just finished tuning up your mystic core. These adjustments should let you see the miasma away. There is nothing I can do about the distance though. You are just going to have to go to the ley line point directly. It can't be a servant you need to reach the ley line. It can't be a servant. You need to reach the ley line point yourself. Understood? Master must reach the suppression point. Okay. Got it. Can I ask you what we are doing again? Got it. But that as it may, we can't send you out onto the battlefield alone. So we'll need to eliminate the enemy bearing the way to the miasma. And I think I'll just see where to begin. This may be obvious, but in battle it's always more advantageous to pit many against one. Yep. If we set up our formation over there, then summon the enemy before we attack, we can take them all out in one fell swoop. This is a rare opportunity. Let me get in a few shots. Okay. Party effects. If you're surrounded if you surrounded an enemy with multiple servants before attacking, you'll gain a party effect corresponding to the number of servants participating in the attack. Try corresponding with multiple servants when fighting strong enemies. If you have the enemy surrounded, okay. Party effect will also activate when your servant are being attacked by the enemy. If there are one or more allied servants in near neighboring spaces. So you want to use lots of servant at once. Yeah, exactly. At times like this, the measure of your skill is whoops. Let me just go before. At times like this, the measure of your skill as a commander lies in how many such situations can you create. Before you strike, note the enemy is trailing us. When the enemy goes on the offensive, keep your allies consolidated with will provide a tremendous advantage. This way, when one servant is attacked, those nearby will be able to join the battle as well. That's it. There is no need to overthink it. Ultimately, battle plays out how they'll play out. Remember, it's just war. That you win. That you win. Okay. That you win is the only thing that truly matters. Or if you like, you can disregard this fact and play fair. That's entirely up to you. Just tell us what just tell us what to do and we'll do it, myself included. Why don't we start strong by taking out those shadows? Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Oh, good. Okay. If I remove this and go with share. Or I can just go with okay. Okay. Party effects. Okay. Sure. Let us begin. Last Grail front was the BB one, which was last year, I think. It's been a while since last Grail front, and it looks like this is the last one for a while again. So, yeah. Commence back. 50 moving points. Yeah, this is looks like it's my turn. Well then, let me show you what I can do with this spear of mine.
この戦いイスカンダルの小僧めに捧げてやろう。愛の炎であまり悩ませない。じゃあ楽しくそいつだ。
It looks like the first one doesn't have the break bar.
やっと血がたぎってきたのに終わりだなんていつもよ。
Oh, those were some very clear commands. You have quite the knack for this. Hostile entities power output increased. Servants command unit sprouted synchronizing. And okay. Reinforcements. I knew it. Wait, we must hurry and seize the miasma point now. Okay, in Eastern. Nice map. Okay. Okay.
あ、じゃあそいつで切り抜けるとそりゃ
Nice.
とどめといこうか。悪くない式だったぜマスター。
Okay. Nice. Got the attack up. Okay.
期待してますか？
兄まじゃ兄
But
任せ
this
とけ
should
って
clear.
吠えたけれ我が鼓動見えるものすべてを焼き尽くせパロスティスアレクサンドリア。
Okay.
まさか
Nice.
これで終わりだと思ってます？
Oh, I completely forgot about that. Oops. Okay.
じゃあ兄任せとけって切り抜けるとそりゃとどめといこうか。
Okay. This should clear.
悪くない式だったぜマスター。
There. It's ours. Victory. Okay. Section 2, Castle in the Mist after. You have reached the ley line. Finalizing coordinates. Dropping Magecraft anchor. Ley line corruption measurement complete. Curse separation and latent ritual coefficient are both holding steady under 4%. Mystic code and spell sync authentication complete. Activating Spring of Arcana. Mystic code spell. Good. The ley line's purified. Not bad for a quick fix. I'm impressed. Thanks, but that was all Cardia. Haha, don't be silly. I'm talking about your leadership. You may not be a match for opponents yourself, but being able to use multiple servants simultaneously is a rare and valuable skill. You may still be developing your eye for strategy, but it's clear from the way you move that your summoned heroic spirits trust you implicitly. I couldn't have done anything without them. Well, we have been fighting together for a long time. I see. Time alone isn't enough for foster good relationship, so you must have spent your time with them as well indeed. Alright, I've made up my mind. Let's form a temporary contract. Are you sure? Don't you need some time to think about it? I'm a servant and so can tell that humanity is in crisis. I also learned of the connection between singularities and holy grails when I materialized in this world. So, now that I also know you're a skilled master. I don't see any reason not to form a contract. Moo moo moo. Happy probably. Now, go on. Hold out your hand. There, contract formed. I can feel your magical energy flowing into me. Singularities and holy grails. I see, this world still has a great many mysteries yet to solve. I have no doubt that Iskander boy wouldn't be able to contain himself if he heard about this. I wouldn't put it past him to demand the holy grail just so he could fill it with wine. Now that you mention it, yeah, I could definitely see him saying that. Anyway, in the case of this singularity, it couldn't be clearer. Where the Holy Grail is located, I'm sure you'll figure it out too. You mean inside this castle? Is that why those knights were trying to stop us? That's right. I can practically guarantee we'll find the Holy Grail inside the castle and those knights are here to protect it. They may not be too tough on their own, but they are rather more dangerous in group. And since I had to stop them from making off with the Holy Grail, there was nothing more I could do on my own. But now that you are here, things are going to be different. Oh, now I get it. So that's why you rushed to form a temporary contract. Ha ha ha. That's right. Master, you're going to help me. I simply cannot sit back and twiddle my thumbs when there is treasure waiting to be claimed. Of course, you're free to use how you see fit. You're free to use me how you see fit as well. A good alliance must be mutually beneficial after all. He's not wrong. Since we still have no idea what happened to Tai Gong Wang, working with a servant on site should be a huge help to our mission. And since there doesn't seem to be any problem with Ptolemy's personality, I don't see a reason to refuse. Okay, that's a deal. Alright, but go easy on me. Outstanding. Now our alliance is officially in name and deed. I'll be counting on you from now on, Master. Okay. Whoa there. Be careful, Master. I think you are more tired than you realize. You should get some rest. You can power through physical exhaustion by recouping in essential physical exhaustion, but recuperation is essential for the mind. Give my regards to my other self when you wake up. Okay, your other self. So that's right. You'll see what I mean soon enough. So that's how they are going to be going about it. So when we sleep, we'll wake up in the night time with old Ptolemy's, and when we sleep there and we'll wake up in the daytime. Okay.
おお、あの店に来たな。まあそこに腰掛けてゆっくり選んでいくといいさ。
Okay. So, is the section 3 unlocked? Yep. Let's just go for it. Section 3. Vestige of Night. Before. It's about time you woke up. Uh, who are you? It's me. Ptolemaeus? Wait, you don't mean. That's right. I am Ptolemaeus. Moo moo moo, trying to convey his own surprise. You know how servants are summoned in the prime of their lives? Well, there were 2 points in my life where I shone equally bright. The time I fought besides Iskandar and the time I became pharaoh. So now, as a servant, I have two separate forms to reflect these different times. Those different times. I don't know why I changed to one in day and the other at night though. That may have something to do with this particular singularity. What about me? Do you know who I am? Oh yes, no need to worry about that. I'm still the same person I was during the day, so I remember you just fine. Having said that, my physical form does have some effect on my mind, so I may not act or speak quite the same. And the other and there's one other thing that's different, but that can wait until later. For the time being, do you remember our objective? The castle. This is where those knights are protecting the Holy Grail. That's right. There's a Holy Grail in this castle protected by mysterious shadowy knights. So our first order of business is to claim this castle as our own. But one step at a time. Let me show you what's changed here between night and day. Is this really the same place? That's weird. This place seems totally different now. I didn't see any difference, but okay. Indeed. By day the castle was falling apart, but at night it is whole once more. It is as though time itself is distorted in this singularity. I expect it's also why I look so different here. At any rate, talk alone will get us nowhere. There is something you need to see with your own eyes. Shibu Jiang, you wait here. Can we trust you to guard this crucial area? Moo, full of pip. Good, I'm counting on you. In the meantime, we have some reconnaissance to perform. We'll need to be quiet so the Shadow Knight don't find us. Can you do that, Master? Mm-hmm. Have you done this sort of thing before, Master? Yep, I even know a little ninjutsu. Ninjutsu, as in the mystic form from the Far East. You'll have to write down everything you know about it for me later. Ah, apologies. I'm afraid I let my enthusiasm run away with me. I hope you can put that from your mind. Anyway, I sense what I believe to be the Holy Grail's magical energy coming from inside this room, but what was that? There it is. Although that sound uh, that sounded a bit strange. Follow me, Master, but be very careful. You're about to see the primary reason I wasn't able to claim this castle alone. Damn it. It just keeps coming after me. I know they say you're supposed to take the bull by the horn, but I'd be damned if I'm letting that thing gore me. What? Dragon? What in the world is that? It's a Dragonaut. Dragonaut. Hmm. That's what I chose to call it based on my knowledge of modern history. It's a monster that calls this castle home. I've seen my share of monsters in my time, but never one never one like this. I know nothing about it, save that it is ferociously strong. I doubt even one of the king they I doubt even one of King Darius's famous war elephant could budge it. You see, even a modern day firearm can't pierce its height. Hmm. And to make matters worse, more of those shadow knights are popping up. Today is clearly not that soldier's day. The smart thing to do would be to stay out of this, but what is your decision, Master? We want to help her. I'm sure you can save her, right, Polemius? Not so much as a moment's hesitation. Bravo. However, we still do lack any means of defeating that beast. We'll need to find an alternative. Like what? Remember what I told you during the day? It's time to make use of your servant tactics once again. Okay. So it looks like it's going to be daily 2 Grail fronts will be unlocked. You can now change the map between day and night using the bottom button. Next will be displayed on the map containing the quest to progress the story. Okay. Gunfire and Beast. Okay. Are you ready? As I said before, I do not even think about. As I said before, do not even think about fighting the Dragonauts head on. That monster could easily bat aside a servant or three as though they were nothing. Besides, we are not here to defeat it anyway. Okay, there are a number of locations in the castle where we can use to our defensive advantage. All we need to do is place servants with strong defense at them so we can keep the Dragonauts at bay. While they are keeping it busy, you and I can secure our escape route. Okay. As long as we can break through the Shadow Knights and give you a chance to secure the point yourself, victory will be yours. Master must reach this sword. Okay. Are you ready, Master? I can do this. I'll give it my best shot. Well said. Go on, command them. Command me however you see fit. Okay. Saber. Rider. Sure. Okay. Okay. So probably Thomas will go here, Master will go from behind and get those chests. Saber will Buggyco will take care of these. Archer will be difficult, so Yeah, Castoria will be behind her, so I can probably take care of the archer by using Castoria, and I can just use Rider as a backup. Otherwise, it doesn't seem to be that difficult, but we'll see about that. What the? Another servants besides me. I'll back you up. I don't know who you are, but thanks. This ain't gonna be easy though. We were well aware. This is why we already have a escape route planned out. All right, fine. I'll join up with you guys. Just make sure you don't screw this up. Okay. Commence battle. Player turn. Hmm. $15, so 30. I won't be able to go back. 50 and the movement is 20, so 2. Yeah, I can do that. This looks like a D&D map. Okay, nice. Hmm.
華麗に戦う士族の誇りに一人もいなさい。め造作もない。あなたの隙や隙はありません。無力ならたまらなく。私にとって勝利は常識。特に褒めなくても結構です。
Hmm. Sure. I think the bug is still the broken. Yep. If he attacks again, then so it's my turn now. I look forward to showing you how I differ from my younger self. Now, let the light of my wisdom set you ablaze. Okay. And this shouldn't be that difficult.
さてあの話ここに英知の石知識と力お見せしよう。いざ開け英知の門。全知全能ならざる我らが全知全能なる者へと挑む。耳を提起忘れんよう。
Nice.
戦というものは情報の収束に他ならない。
Okay. Hmm. I should have just done Mighty chain instead of cloud.
当然と
Okay,
はいえ嬉しいもので
it's
すね
fine. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Full buster.
あなたの隙は気がありません無力なのでたまらなく
Oh,
私にとって
close
勝
enough.
利は常識特に褒めなくても
Okay. Can I defeat him? It would be interesting to see that. Got all the chests. Hmm. Okay. Sure. You can't keep this up forever. Come on, let's get the hell out of here. Yeah, but
第
let's
2
see.
第3フォーグ展開アルトリアアブよし来た当てるぞよし来たいいあんよはっそうだよくれ取ってぞ大勝首先に進みましょ
Okay,
う
nice.
宴会は大勝利が
知識と力
Generate
に
some
ふさわしい
stars.
罰を脆弱脆弱切りつけるアレクサンドリアの攻防よああこの結果はとっくに演算していたともそれでも勝利の気分
Okay. I'll take this. Hmm. Let's see if there is any conditional.
力こそ正義弱者は蹴散らしますそれでいいですね夢夢怠るべからずっと妖精接続夢夢怠くわばらくわばらこのいいでしょう命令です
Hmm. I think she can do 108,000
妖精隊
damage.
いいとも見せてやるブラックドッグガラティーンさ 私にとって勝利は常識。特に褒めなくても結構です。マスター。
No. The trick not flinched. What was that? Decrease the number of actions during battle. Mm-hmm.
私の力が必要ならば全力で応答します。要請は接続、一人も逃がさん。華麗に戦う士族の誇りにかけて。承知つかまつる。造作もない。まず手の焼いて。おっとったー。狩りは得意。造作もない。まず手のや下がりはあんにゃもんにゃ。
That's 2 bars
戦闘
done.
もいいですが夜会も嫌いではありません。
Now
Master.
the last health bar. Okay. Damn it. It's that monster. Now, is the time to show what you're made of, Master. I trust your defenses are thoroughly prepared. Hmm.
さても筆ならしとまいな。要請接続。心得ているように。
I thought he was going to have some heavy defense, but it doesn't seem like it has any. So, yeah, it was not that difficult.
終身皇帝。天に流れし奴の光。これより心に勇みになる。南宋里見八犬伝。早くここへ絵の矢のごとく。そこです。当然とはいえ嬉しいものですね。みな。
Okay.
私の力が必要ならば全力で応答します。あらや心得たしてまず手の焼いて。おっとったー。士族の誇りにかけるため。くわばらくわばら。心得たり。
Nice.
先に進みましょう。宴会は大勝利の後に取っておきます。
Okay. Whoa, whoa, you gotta be kidding me. You faced the Dragonaut head on and defeated it. I can't believe it. Haha, how exhilarating. You are even more skilled than I thought, my master. I'm even happier we formed a temporary contract now. However, it won't be long before it regenerates. We need to secure our exit route now. Okay, so that was the other victory condition. Okay. Section 4, Vestige of Night After. The Dragonets using the miasma to regenerate. It's charging. Look out. Not to worry. It was all the time I need. Well done, Master. Polonius, is that a crystal book? Stay close to me, Master. Rogue servant. So, this is your noble phantasm. Open gates of wisdom. Whoa. What is this light? I know what this is. Both Ptolemaeus and his son were pharaohs renowned the world over for their many architectural achievements. Yeah, this was famous even back in my lifetime. As a pharaoh, he was directly involved with one of the seven wonders of the world, and also the most famous Mo- Mausoleum in history, said to contain about every book of wisdom the world has to offer. Magical energy readings are still rising. I'm detecting true ether from the age of gods. No, wait, these standards seem to be identical to Cardia's. You shall learn the arc of history. You shall know of our future. We neither almighty nor all knowing. Still show to become both. Crave our epic history into your soul. Epic. Okay. Bibliotabilis. Bellis. Hmm. Empty bookshelves. Hmm. What happened to the castle? We are inside my library of Alexandria. I have temporarily cut the space off from the castle. It is similar to what you call a reality marvel, though it does differ in some key ways. Library. What kind of library is this? There are some books on those shelves, but most of them are empty. Yeah, they are not. You are simply unable to perceive them as books. Allow me to remedy that. Whoa, what the hell? Where did all these books came from? They were here all along. I simply manifested the library's vast stores of information as physical tomes. Nearly every book contained in the Library of Alexandria has been recorded with light. In fact, a single sparkle from the crystal is equivalent to at least a million ordinary books, if not hundreds of millions. A million books? Oh, come on. I ain't heard of a tale that tall since my last visit to my local shrine. Does that mean you are a Japanese servant? As in a Shinto shrine? That's right. Hang on. You know about Shinto, so you can tell I'm Japanese. That's awesome. I still got no idea where I am or how I ended up here, so it's a big relief to meet someone who already knows about my homeland. Oh, right. I still haven't thanked you for saving my life yet. My name is Sugitani Zenjuro. As you can see, I'm just a humble marksman. Matchlock. Is that what you call the firearm? It reminded me of Greek fire they once used around the Debus. Yeah, that's right. Though compared to this crazy library, it might as well be a damn kid store. Guess I can't complain though, since I wouldn't be a servant without it. So, how you're how you are, how long we are staying put here anyway. Ah, yes, that reminds me. I still need to make a transmission to the outside world. You can do that. Oh, yes. I've seen you communicate with Cardia several times now. Alright, let's see. Here, this era standard should work for this library. Run a search with my Theora, Theora applied. Try running protocol ARC15 43982. Wait, Master, are you alright? Whoa, whoa. Oh, what's wrong? Is everything okay? Oh, first I was desperate to get away from that monster. Then this library kind of blew my mind, so I didn't realize it until now. But seeing something that's like sorcery in action always gives me goosebumps. Something fear. Goosebumps. Something fierce. Hmm. You said your name was Sugitani Zenjugo, right? As in the sniper who was active during Japan's Warring States period. I don't remember him. Her being a woman. Well, there is numerous patterns of how people became hero experts. There have been cases where those who were thought to be male but materialized as women were actually women when they were still alive, or were perceived as women due to their class. Alright, good point. Come to think of it, that's kind of how it was for my previous self too. Nah, I'm a man. I just got caught up in a little trouble back when I was alive. Just thinking about it makes my blood boil. Ugh, damn you. But never mind me. You've got stuff you want to talk about with Ptolemy's guy, right? Yeah, we do. I've got lots of questions I want to ask. In fact, I just came up with one now. How were you able to contact us like this in first place, Ptolemaeus? Da Vinci. Is there something strange about that? I noticed that Kalia's transmission standards were based on those from the Atlas Institute, so of course my library can make use of them. In fact, the Atlas Institute helped build this library in the first place. Hang on, the Atlas Institute as one of the major associations. Why would they have anything to do with the famous Library of Alexandria? Ah yes, that turned out to be one of the history's unforeseeable twists. To the public, the Library of Alexandria was just a normal library, albeit far bigger and grandier than most. Out of the public eye though, it contained an entirely separate library created for very different purpose. In this other library, alchemists and mages of all stripes came together to gather the mystic of the time in one place. Now, as my noble phantasm, the Library of Alexandria contains both of these aspects. I see. Now that you mentioned it, the Atlas Institute's headquarters are in Egypt, and what's more, you are well known for creating a whole new dynasty once you became a pharaoh. It makes perfect sense that you might have had contact with the Atlas Institute. I'm glad you're such a quick study. This is also why the books here aren't all made with paper. Of course, as I as I was pharaoh at the time, I also needed to make certain my mistakes were safely guarded. I bet, after all, you are you are one of history's greatest victors. After Il- After Iskander, the king of conquerors, died, the wars of the Dionysius Diadochi that were fought over the rights of succession tragically left most of the relevant figures dead. But in the wake of the tragedy, you went on to for long live a long and prosperous life as pharaoh until you were over 80 and peacefully passed on your crown to a named heir. Hmm. In other words, I was a cunning schemer who did whatever it took to survive, even if it meant sacrificing my former comrades. Oh no, did I offend you Ptolemaeus, I'm sorry. No, it's alright. It is the truth. I can only imagine how furious Iskander and the other friends I lost would be if they knew about the words of the dear Doshi. I can't be sure that all of them would forgive me once they worked through their anger. Some might, others surely not. Even back when I was alive, it did occur to me that I may have done a little too well for myself. Ptolemaeus? But never mind me. The the dreadnoughts should be gone by now. I think it's time I release my normal phantasm. It does require quite a lot of your magical energy to maintain. Okay. Looks like we are in clear. Let's return to the castle gate and rest a while. Besides, I expect Shibi Jiang has been waiting for us for some time now. Okay. Interesting setups. We still haven't met the main antagonist of the story, plus any other servants apart from those two. Section 4, choice between day and night. Sure. Good morning, Master. I trust you remember what I said about my age. Yeah, I got it. Good. Even I have to admit, it can be frustrating to deal with. Uh, also, now that I'm a servant, it seems I can do things like this. Ptolemaeus? Yes. Oh, the older you. It's the older you. You might have seen this in battle, but the Library of Alexandria holds my spirit origin data too. So by accessing the library, I can switch between my spirit origins as I please through only for a short while. And of course, I can only change my appearance, my mind remains the same regardless of what I look like. Granted, vessel may infuse my vessel may influence my mind to some degree, but in general, you can think of me as a young man who sometimes inhabits an old man's body. I'm afraid you'll just have to get used to it, much like the Sphinx famous riddle. You mean the one about going on four legs in morning and two legs at the night? So you're not familiar with it. Well, that's no surprise. All right, let me give you a quick rundown of a classic Greek myth. Once a monster called Sphinx took up a residence in the key points known as Mount Hyalon. The monster would present every traveler who visited to pass with a riddle. Those who cannot answer properly, it would eat. Once Ode- Oedipus, who was renowned for his wisdom, learned of this. He went to face the Sphinx himself. It's one of, if not the most famous riddles in the world. What walks on four legs in the morning, two legs in the daytime, and three legs in the evening? Yes, that's the one. I see, you are an educated lady. Anyway, when the Sphinx asked Odysseus this riddle, he answered it immediately. He said the baby crawls on all four in the morning when they were born. A grown up person walks on two legs in the daytime, the prime of their life. And an old person uses a staff to get around in the evening, the twilight of their life. And so the answer is a person. The Sphinx was shocked to have its riddle answered correctly. That is, that it threw itself off a cliff, ending its own life. Thus did Odysseus become famous and won the favor of the queen. Though of course that was the beginning of his tragedy. Hang on. Isn't the Sphinx Egyptian? But I thought the Sphinx was Egyptian culture, not Greek. Oh, that? Greece and Egypt are actually much closer than you'd think, both historically and culturally. There are even stories about Greek gods running away to Egypt. And that is one of the reasons I built my library of wanted and that is one of the reasons I built my library. I wanted a place to keep stories like that. But of course, that was my elder self. So now that I am in my youth form, it's hard to believe I did that. Oh master, you're up too. Huh? Morning Sugidani. Morning. I was just patrolling around the perimeter with Shibuya. Momo. I got to say, it was a hell of a shock to wake up and see Polomeus here all young and stuff. Crap, that's right. Sorry I forgot to tell you. Oh, no worries. Here, this is for you. Shish kebabs. I was just doing some hunting. This is a weird singularity, but at least it's still got living creatures. And since you are a living creature yourself, you gotta eat something to keep your strength up, right? Thanks, that's really nice of you. Nah, it's just an old habit of mine. I can't help but hunt whatever prey I happen to see when out on patrol. It's all the damn monk's fault for always getting on my case. Now, I'm always on a hunt even if I'm not actually hungry. So, what's the plan now? You need to ask now that our heroic spirit taming master has two servants to work with. We can begin our siege of the castle. Don't be scared, master. This is the quickest way to get our hands on the Holy Grail. The only will you go with. Which one you mean old or young? As in day you or night you? Exactly. I'm sure you know this, but my daytime and nighttime shelves fight fairly differently. Not to mention the changes is not to mention the changes in the castle itself. Oh, you? Oh, yeah. The castle itself doesn't change, but its atmosphere sure does. I can already tell that sneaking in during daytime would be completely different beast from doing it at night. There you have it. From what I have been able to observe, there are few enemies about during the day and then during the day than night. However, night offers more favorable positions to us than day. I'm sure Sugitani can handle either, so you should decide which best suits your own preference. Although, to be honest, my old comrade would probably be better at mounting a siege than me. Old comrade. So he one of Iskandar's subordinates. He and I always said we'd go to o- Okeanos together one day, but that is a story for another time. That he was better at this sort of thing by no means say I'm bad at it. Rest assured you are in good hands. Okay, how many sections are in the story? You can progress to the story by choosing a. Okay. Okay. So I can read the other one later on. Let's go with nighttime. What was the warning? Selecting either. Okay. There are more enemies on the map during nighttime than daytime, making it more challenging. Uh, sure. Challenging is fun. This quest has no battle. The following unselected quest will disappear to the daytime battlefield. Okay. some quick fix, it seems like. Mhm. Okay, it's taking its time. Let me just take a look at how many sections are unlocked at the current point. Okay. Hmm. Uh, okay, sorry about that. Hmm. It seems like still section 7 it's unlocked, so then section 8 to 11 will be tomorrow. 12 to 13, 12, 13, then 14 to 16, 17 and 18, and then 19 till epilogue. So, okay, sure. Uh, I'll continue till the time gate has been hit. So, yeah. Tactics at night before. So you went with this version of me. Very well then. I will seize this castle for you just as I would have done in my youth. It's been a very long time since I laid siege to a castle on another's order. I haven't felt like this since the siege of Arnos. Oh, Ronos. Nice to see you are having fun, old man. So, what am I supposed to do here? Support us, of course. As for you, Shibuya, I'd like you to hold down the fort while we are gone again. You are the only one we can trust with this. Moo moo moo! Okay. Alright, let us walk and talk, but keep your voices down. Noted. Got it. The first thing you need to know is that laying siege to a castle like this is done in two phases. The first phase is the battle to infiltrate the castle, the second is the battle to capture it. In this case, we are already inside, so we don't have to worry about infiltration. But the problem here is the lord of this castle. The castle's lord? It would take too long to explain, better if you simply see it for yourself. Follow me. Okay. No way. Is that... This must be the throne room, and is that a giant? Oh, come on. Is that thing even alive? It's got freaking dust. I've only seen it once before, but yes, it is alive. And take a look at its feet. Oh, Cerberus. Oh, so you already know about him. Yes, this is the very beast who guarded the gates of the Greek underworld. You can see why I don't feel confident trying to capture the castle on my own. Not with the not what with monsters like that guarding it. Not with that's a weird sentence. What with not with what monsters like this guarding it. Gotcha. So this is why you were bolster looking to bolster your forces. You're more cautious than I thought, Polymus. Leaving one's plan to Leaving one's plan to fate should only ever be a last resort. Creating your own advantage is always preferable. At any rate, I would like to assassinate them both right now if we can. Can that matchlock of yours kill either Cerberus or the giant? No way. This thing is meant for people. Maybe I could take down one or two Tengu underlings, but that's it. The only way I can handle something like this Dia- Dadara Bokshi or an Uwaba, Uwabami Uwabami would be if we work together. Does that mean you can handle them if we work together? If that's what it sounded like to you, then sure, why not? Well then, very well then. Are you ready, Master? All set. Good. Take another look at the throne. I see it too. That whole throne is covered in very, very potent magical energy. Magical energy. Then does that mean... That's right, the Holy Grail is inside that throne. Which is why your primary objective of this battle is to defeat the giant and claim the throne for yourself. I admit I am only speculating here, but once the giant is defeated, I believe we can stop the Shadow Knights from endlessly spawning. Then I'll go for the throne. Let's go, Master. I think the... That's not the Grail, but a fragment. Holy Grail fragment, if I would. Okay. Grail Front 3. Conquest Battle Night. Dun, 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 dun. Who goes there? I should have known we had no chance of fooling the demonic dog. I am Polonius, a servant, and I have come with my master to lay claim to that throne. A servant, the throne, I see. At least you have finally come, at last. What do you mean by that, giant? You will know soon enough, but only if you can defeat me first. Vanquish the king of giants. Okay, so assassin, lancer. Sure. Everyone is knight class, so yeah. Okay. The loading is definitely going to be a problem if it continues for the next stream as well. So hopefully downloading the data will reduce the loading times. Okay. Master, I suggest you let your other servants and me handle the giant and Cerberus. Sugidani on the other hand is much better equipped to fend off the Shadow Knights. You got it. I'm pretty good at keeping the enemy at bay. Commence battle. Okay.
義である。貴様らの術、溶岩の戦いはいくらでもどうぞ。望みを声にせよ。我が舌を喜ばせろ。世の行く手が阻めぬ。ステルギアワリティそうね。みんな無事？そうならよかった。まだまだ気をつけ。私の出番ね。見てなさい。総合で決めるから。地の女神エルシキガルが命じます。厳しくいくわ。地は天に、天は地に。避けてみな。色即是空、空即是色。ぶっ殺しモードだ。表に出やがる。いいさ。信長、その脳天今度という今度こそ吹き飛ばしてやる。よし仕留めだ。なんとさくれ。色即是空、無理帰れ。色即是空、空即是色。お前の命
Damn, everyone is targeting.
戦うからには手加減
So
をしてくれよ。
you're targeted by everyone. Okay.
黙ってなさい。固く縛るわ。で厳しくいくわ。
Sure.
天に絶海、地に監獄。我がかかとこそ冥府の怒り。完成するのだわ。くす気軽いるからだ。地は天に、天は地に。逃がさない。よっ。私のものになりなさい。いい度胸ね。地の女神エルシキガルが命じます。いいの固く厳しくいくわ。天に絶海、地に監獄。我がかかとこそ冥府の怒り。完成するのだわ。くす気軽いるからだ。色即是空、空即是色。お前の命は確かにあったのさ。奪った俺が言うことでもないがな。
Well done, Cerberus. You had a good run. Okay. Hopefully not three of them. Good.
とくと見これよ。褒美なら我が力を見よ。望みを声にせよ。 ロササンビス歌いインビディアステルビアワリティ格の違いを見せてやろう。存分に褒めよ。そして甘やかせ。望みを声にせよ。ロササンビスイラグラステリアワリティ格の違いを見せてやろう。存分に褒めよ。そして甘やかせ。
This should be easy.
もう少し書に浸っていたかったのだがな。よかろう。知識と力今いいところなんだよな。攻撃権限脆弱アレクサンドリアの攻防よ。ああ、この結果はとっくに演算していたとも。
And now the NP can finish it off.
さて狙いをつけてとわわしたよかろう。七つの竜よ、翼となってかけよ。抱き溶かし恋焦がれるか。解消値。よっしゃ勝った。まあそっちもなかなか検討したんじゃねえか。
Ah, you really did defeat me. This castle is now. Okay, GG's. Victory. Now last section. Section 7. Tactics at night after. Okay. Did we get him? Stay alert, Master, and stay close to me. I'm not seeing any more Shadow Knights either. Then follow me and keep an eye on your surroundings. It seems it's responding to you, Master. What's your assessment? Can you handle it? I think so. Can you help me out, Da Vinci? Don't worry, I've got you covered. As clear as the signal it, it'll be no problem configuring your mystic code so it can interface with the Holy Grail. Magical energy wavelength analyzed. Synchronization complete. Beginning extraction. This is the tier of the Holy Grail. What did you just say? There you are. Sugitani, was that crow by the window? Oh my, well, I guess I wasn't half as sneaky as I thought if you shot right through my talisman. I can't stand anything that has to do with sorcery, but I'd recognize the stench anywhere. Now, show yourself. You, Taigong Wang. Taigong Wang, as in Taigong Wang Liu Xiang. I remember reading that name in the book I got from Traveling Merchants. So you are China's legendary tactician. Ah, legendary. I mean, as I am certainly about hearing it from someone else still makes me blush. What are you doing? What have you been doing all this time? Wait. I don't think that's the same Taigong Wang we know at Kaldia. I'm pretty sure it's another Taigong Wang who was summoned separately in this singularity. Am I right? Oh, more or less. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. So, what have you been doing here all this time? Me, I sensed people fighting in the center castle, so I thought I'd use my Tao's art to send out a familiar and check it out. The central castle. What do you mean? Oh, you mean you don't know? I see. Then you must have been summoned near the center. Take a look out the window. Now that you have become the castle's lord, the fog should clear up and let you see. Would you mind taking a look, Master? Okay. The map is being opened. Oh, three citadel towers and another castle to the east. I see. I see two other castles out there, which must mean there are two other lords. So this castle was just one of three. Correct. Incidentally, I'm the lord of the northern castle. Each castle has different servants as its lords, and each castle's throne contains a tear-shaped fragment of the Holy Grail. Okay, so we were in the east, the northern one is Taiwan, and the western one should be the saber, the 3-star saber, which we haven't seen yet. So okay, tear-shaped fragment of the Holy Grail. Perhaps now you begin to understand the singularity. I'm sure you're familiar with a certain ritual in which servants can fight to claim the all-powerful wish granter that is the Holy Grail. You mean a Holy Grail war? That's the one. Though In this case, I think it would be better to describe as a holy grail front, and in this front there will be no escape. The central castle used to be cut from the other two as it was the only one without a servant lord. But it seems it's finally been rectified now that you are here. Now, this war can begin in earnest. For servants like us who are formed as famed as kings and tacticians, this is an ideal summoning. Ideal. Hmm, I see. Hey, I can't argue with that. Wait, can't we resolve this peacefully without fighting? Good question. An admirable sentiment, but I'm afraid one that will not be practical here. Servants generally don't materialize without a wish they themselves want granted, after all. Granted, there are some like myself who prefer to focus on the bigger picture, but we tend to be the exception rather than the rule. Unfortunately, when multiple wishes come into conflict, it becomes very difficult to avoid war. Even putting my own desires aside, I can't very well demand that my subordinates give up theirs. Subordinates. Does this mean the other castle lords have servant subordinates as well as their shadow knights, as those shadow knights? If so, this is going to be an even tougher fight than I thought. Hmm. Now that the familiar talisman I was using to relay my magical energies sporting a sporting a brand new hole through its center, it seems I won't be able to maintain this form for much longer. On which note, it has been a pleasure to make your acquaintance. As a fellow lord of the castle, I hope to see you on the battlefield fighting for the Holy Grail. Sorry about that. I can't believe Dagang Wang, or another version of him at least, ended up being our enemy. Come now, cheer up. It wasn't all bad news. If nothing else, the castle is ours now, which means Master and I are one step closer to our goal. Not to mention that, thanks to Taigong Wang n- showing up, we now know exactly what we have to do, whether we like it or not. What's that? I'll explain it more detail later. For the time being, you should rest while I turn this castle into a proper base. After all, it looks like we are going to be here longer than we thought. Okay. Hmm? The Lord of the Three Castle are in place. The battle for the Three Castle is about to begin. And yet, none of them will make it all the way to the twilight. Hmm. Interesting. Who could it be? 3, total of 4, so three, 6. This will be unlocked tomorrow. So yeah, it will be to, it will be at reset. So yeah, for me it will be tomorrow. So yeah, definitely interesting start to this story. So yeah, that will be it from me today. Thank you all for watching and see you guys tomorrow for with the continuation of this event. It is definitely going in interesting directions. So let's see where it takes. So okay, thank you all for watching and see you guys tomorrow. Bye.